Are you familiar with this? Well, I think I've got some better solutions for you. Hello and welcome back to Organize with Adeola. My name is Adeola Mosaku, and in today's video we are going to be looking at different containers for different storage solutions. So stay with me and let's get right into it. The first kind of storage solution I'm going to be talking about is when it comes to spices. We all have different spices, we all use different spices in our kitchen, and this is the one I find that comes in very handy just because it's really easy to pick up and use. I don't always use everything. I've labeled some of them, but I find this very easy. Even if I'm not going to carry the whole 4 jars, I can easily just carry this one and use them and then put them back into the drawer. So I find this very useful. Another really good thing I think about using jars like this is the fact that I can see, because I've got a drawer, and if you haven't seen my video on how to organize your drawer in a storage jar, you want to go ahead and have a look at that. It's a really good one. So I would find, if you've got a drawer, what I would advise you to do is find storage containers that are see-through on the top. Let me show you another example of what I'm talking about. There's one right here. It's see-through all the way through. If you've got some big things like Maggie that you want to kind of store, this is a very good container. I think I got this from A Place for Everything. It's a brilliant website. You can go ahead and have a look at it, and that I'd also have the links for you below. But I got this from Amazon, and I got this from A Place for Everything. And basically the reason why I really like this is, as you know by now, I like my see-through stuff. I like to be able to look at something and know exactly what's in there. But because I've also got a drawer, it's a lot easier when I pull up my drawer and I can see exactly what I need to reach for or what I need to use. So this is a very good storage solution for anyone who's got a drawer, or if you need to be able to see things right from the top of the jar. When it comes to beverages, what you want to do is have a nice storage container. There's so many out there. You can buy anything that tickles your fancy. Because it goes with the scheme of my kitchen, I went for copper. But the most important thing is that you've got labels on there if you need labels, so that it's easy for you to know what's inside. Also, you've got a see-through glass. I'm sure you know by now I like my see-through glass. It's got see-through glass, so I can easily tell there's tea bags in there. And if you're not in my house, or if you're a visitor and you want to know what kind of tea I've got, I've also got the labels on there, which makes it a lot easier for someone to grab. And not just that, when it comes to beverages, you want to make sure that it's vacuum sealed. This has got a vacuum seal on it, so we make sure that when you close your jar, it will stay dry and fresh for longer. So that's the reason why I quite like, even though they're fancy, they're actually quite functional. They can be a little bit hard to open, that's because of the vacuum on there, but it's a really good container. So watch out for something that would allow your food to stay dry for longer, and you also want to make sure it's easy to label as well. So that I would go for that. And another option I'd also say, if you've got sugar and you don't want to have a tall jar, because if you have a tall jar like that, you kind of need like a spoon. You need a long spoon to be able to scoop out your sugar. That's the reason why I use a small jar. I use a small jar like this, and it's quite wide open as well, so you can easily put your hands in and scoop out a sugar. I've used jars in the past that are quite small, and it's quite difficult when your sugar is reaching this kind of level and you're kind of struggling to get your hands in or to get a spoon in to scoop out your sugar. So I would say go for something with a wide mouth like this. Also fairly see-through, so you can tell if it's brown or white sugar. I don't need to label this, it's pretty much straightforward. You can tell it's sugar that's in there. And well, if it was a smooth glass, maybe I might put a label on there, but yes. And because if you're wondering why she's got a spoon like this from the formula for kids, it's because I am sweet-toothed, and this is what I call a spoon of sugar. Now, if you want to see a combination of how I use these storage containers in my coffee cupboard, then go ahead and check out this video. You will like it. When it comes to storing leftovers and batch cooking, we're all too familiar with this. Have you seen this? If you're Nigerian, I'm sure you've definitely seen this. What I found in my experience, it doesn't matter how expensive the bowl is, it would always at some point turn to something like this. So because of that, I am still slowly moving away from plastic containers to glass containers. So my solution for you is, if you can, number one, store your storage containers with a lid. If you've got the storage for it, what you can do is put them in a big container and just store them on top of each other. That way you would always know that you have the lid for them. Your lid won't go running away from you, and you can always easily have access to what kind of containers you need. Secondly, the best ones I have found so far and I use, and I would show you how it looks like in my wardrobe, is the Joseph one. So if you haven't seen my Joseph video, you want to go ahead and have a look at that. They've got brilliant products, and I have reviewed the ones that I personally use in this video. So this ones, they come as a pack of 4, but I'm using some of them in my fridge at the moment. I'll bring it out. So the brilliant thing about this Joseph glass storage containers is that the fact that you can clip the lids together, which I really do like. You just clip them together like that. And so I've got 3 here. The 4th one is in my fridge. The only downside to this is quite hard to open, so I always struggle with this, but I think they're so good. They are alive. They are storage savers as well. They save me a lot of storage in my drawer. So you just click them on like that. So you've got the 3 of them, and they just sit into each other, and I just do this. Sometimes I don't even put my clothes in it. I just put it in there and I leave it in my drawer. Obviously, if you need a lot more than just having 3 or 4, I've got 2 sets of this actually, just because I find it really good. It's a lovely idea. I think they've really thought things through about doing it this way. It means that it fits in a very small drawer, goes in there, and then if you need it, you can just take it out and use it. And the fact that it's see-through as well, you can see everything that's in there when you do use it. The reason why I don't really go for ones like this, even though they're very good, I mean, you can put them in the microwave, you can put them in the dishwasher, is the fact that I would have to stack it. If you've got another one, you'll need to stack it together, which means that I don't have that kind of space. But if you've got space for this, and you also want to keep your lids on your containers when you're storing them, this can be a very good solution for you as well. Some people store their lids separately to the containers. I personally would prefer to just store them together, because I always find that my lids go running away. I don't know how, but I find that they go missing all the time. So I find this very so even in my garage, when I do have ones like this, I always make sure that they've got the lids on. So when I want to grab one, I just take it with the lid, use it, wash it, and put it back with the lid. If you're like me and you like to entertain with a little bit of style, well, and you want your life to be a lot smoother when you're doing your entertainment, I like containers like this. This is from Bodum, and you can get them straight from their company, which I did some, and you could also get it from Amazon. I really like this because just have a look at that. It's just absolutely pretty. It's so light as well to carry, so it's not so heavy. But I do like the fact that this silicone can also work as a mat. So if you wanted to put food in it and just leave it like that, that would work really well. The fact that when you finish eating, when you've put your food in it, you've served people, you've finished, and you've got some leftovers, cover it up and put it straight in the fridge. Brilliant. And also, if you want to warm it the next day, you just put it into the microwave, which I think it's so versatile. It's really light glass, but it's really good solid glass. It can go into the microwave, it can go into the oven as well. So I've already talked about this product on my Bodum video, if you want to go ahead and have a look and see all the products that I've used on there. But I really like the idea of being able to just put this down. When it's hot, you can also use the lid to carry it like that, because if it's hot, you can use a silicone lid. It's quite flexible, and you can just put it down like that and cover it. It also goes in the dishwasher. Absolutely brilliant. So for me, the fact that you can transfer it from the table to the fridge, from the fridge to the microwave, from microwave to the dishwasher is brilliant for me. So I really do like this container. It is not cheap, but I think is worth the money, especially if you get it on sale. Now, if you've liked anything I've mentioned so far, if you found it useful, go ahead and give us the like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell next to it. It means when I bring out a new video, you get notified for it. For most of you out there, how do you store your pastas and rice? For me, this is how I store my pasta. I just went to pick this up, realized we've actually run out of pasta, but I use this big jar because it's easy. Yet again, it's see-through, so I can easily see what's inside, but then it's got this vacuum lid as well, which actually helps so that you can have the food in there dry for longer and it will stay. It closes very well and the food will stay dry for longer, and it's got a really wide mouth so you can easily put your hands in or grab what you need out of there. You can also use a shovel if you like, but I've seen loads of pictures with people using this for flowers, which I think is quite brilliant, but I don't bake that often, so I don't really store my flowers in a big jar like this, but I use it for pasta. You can use it for rice, any of your dry foods that you normally buy in bulk or that you need a bigger pack for it. This is a really good storage solution. Also, it's really good. I got this from Amazon and it comes with this free silicone bag. Basically, I haven't used it before because I don't really put food in silicones, but it's a thing nowadays. I've seen some that you can actually put, it looks like a jar, but they're silicones and you can use them in the fridge. But this is also brilliant and it's very, very vacuumed, very, very strong, very, very well made, and it's got measurements on there. So it's a bonus if you get this jar. I would have the links for you below as well. So you can get a couple of this and use them in the fridge if you wanted to maybe transfer one food from one place to the other. You want to make sure that they don't go spilling all over the place. This is a really good vacuum bag that you can put food in, and also it's got measurements on there. So I really do like solutions like this one. If you have any other ideas that you use in storing your pasta, let me know. When it comes to storing spaghetti, the main issue I find with most storage containers is that sometimes they're not long enough and sometimes they're just not workable. But this is the first one I bought. I bought this from Amazon and I really liked it. I like the fact that it says spaghetti on there and it's got like this frosted glass. So I kind of use this for my white pasta and I try and use this like for my brown pasta or brown spaghetti actually. But what I find is, I don't know, this is just quite bulky and heavy to carry. This one I bought from Nest. I like the fact that it's got a little bit of glitter sparkles on there. The girls like it. It's quite easy, it's quite light to carry as well, so I tend to use this more often because I've got two of this one actually. So, like I said before, I like to buy things in twos. I really enjoy looking at this. I really enjoy using this because it's see-through. Again, I don't really need to label it. It's clear that, you know, it's spaghetti that's in there. I might want to put brown and white, but it doesn't matter. I'm the only one who's normally stored everywhere anyway. So I do like the idea of this. This seemed like a good idea when I looked at it online, and it's got the writing of spaghetti on there. But in reality, the frost is not very good quality, so you can see parts where it's not frosted on there. I don't know why, and like I said, it's quite bulky to carry and to kind of carry around. So if I said to the girls, get me the spaghetti jar, they can easily grab this one. I just tell them to be a bit more careful because it's glass, but they can carry this with no stress at all, whereas this would be a task for them. So I generally use this more often. So if you've got any nice spaghetti jars out there, let me know in the descriptions below. But this is what I use. When it comes to storing things like seeds, especially like lentils and many other seeds like that, this is what I find to be a very good jar. It's also got the vacuum on there. Very easy to close, very easy to open. Yet again, it's glass. You can see what's in there. It's easy to wash. Keeps your food nice and dry in there as well. So they come in different sizes, this one, so you can have a look. I'll also have the link for you in the descriptions below. I got this from Amazon and I like the fact that it's just so cute, and they've got different colors ahead as well. So I like to buy things like in batches so that they kind of have the same skim going through them. But these are all my storage containers that I use in my kitchen, and I found them to be quite useful. If you have any tips on storage, these are all my storage solutions. Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you're still here, you will like this video. See you there.